Hello everybody, my name is Elliot and I'm from hahagarden.com. Today we're going to show you how to germinate pumpkins from seeds. So, what is the first thing you think of when you hear the word pumpkin? That's right, Halloween. It's currently June, which means it's the perfect time to plant the regular pumpkins, because the regular pumpkins need 100 to 120 days to grow. However, for the giant pumpkin, you need 130 to 150 days. So you need to plan earlier for the giant pumpkin. First things first, what you need to do is soak your pumpkin seeds in water for 24 hours, as you can see here. Right? Then once those 24 hours are done, you dry them off just like this. Right? You just let them dry off for 15 minutes. Then you put it in a paper towel. Actually, no, wait, you need to wet the paper towel first. I don't want to get everything else wet, so let me just... Okay, that should work. You don't want it to be soaking wet, you just want it to be damp. Okay? Then now, you can put in your pumpkin seeds. Okay? Okay, so now that I'm done wrapping it, if the outside of the paper towel is not like damp, then you can spray it one more time. Just like that, okay. Then you put it into a container, just pop it there, and then close it. There we go, and then you can just set it aside. Alright, so once you're done with this, you put it in a warm place like your kitchen or whatever, right? You set it aside for 3 days, then, you can take a look at it. Alright, so once your 3 days have passed, you can see the condensation, I think it's called, right? So we're going to open it, okay? So you can see so we're going to open this and see what happens. So, okay, and then, ta-da! This paper towel worked with me. Okay, boom. As you can see, okay. So as you can see, this one has already germinated. So as you can see here, so okay. So be careful because these roots are very delicate. So try not to don't even touch them really. Okay. So what you do is now, as you can see here, all of the rest of these seeds haven't germinated yet. So what we're going to do is just close it back up. All right. So since they didn't germinate, we're just gonna put it back and then check in on them 2 to 3 days later. Right. Okay. So if it's dry, then you spritz it with water again. So it's gonna put that aside. And now for this guy. Okay. So slowly. Okay. So as you can see here, it started germinating at the pointed edge here, right? Which is important because if I were to take this, okay. So as you can see here, we've opened up a seed for you to see, and yeah, this is basically what it looks like inside. Now, if you want to plant a giant pumpkin seed, then what you need to do is file the edges here. You just file this. You shouldn't file the tip because, as I showed you earlier, that's where the root grows from. So you don't want to file. You don't want to file that. So you just take like a nail file or something like that, and just file the edges here. That's all you want to do. Yeah, and that is only for the giant pumpkin seeds, not the small ones here, right? So you don't need to do that for the small ones. The reason for this is because the giant pumpkin seed, the shell is a lot thicker and harder. So when the seed tries to germinate, there is a chance that the leaves will get damaged. Anyways, so as you can see here, the leaves of this pumpkin is a bit it's a bit damaged. Alright, let me show you the second way on how to germinate the pumpkin seed. So first things first, you need alive leaves. I need to specify alive leaves. You can't just take one like a dead leaf and just use it. No, it needs to be alive. And I'll talk about that. I'll talk about why in a sec. Right? So we put in the seeds and then we just wrap them up. Okay? And then I'm just good enough for me. Okay, then just wrap it up like this. Okay, so boom, so it's tied. Now we put it, I should not throw it. I shall put it into this handkerchief. You don't need to use any kind of special handkerchief, just use any that you like. Alright, then we just do this, and then roll it. Okay, boom. And now we grab another piece of string and then just tie it. Okay, then and I just push it in there. So now that we've tied it, we can just put it in a thing and boom. Now again, put it in a warm place like your kitchen, etc, etc. Now you may have noticed that I did not spray any water. That is because of the leaves. The leaves, well, if you use live leaves, will still have water in them, and that water is what is going to, you know, help germinate the seed. So you don't need to add water. When we grew our first batch of pumpkins, we did not do the method that we just showed you. We just took the pumpkin seeds and put it into the compost. And after 7 days, it didn't grow. So what we did was we just moved on to a next batch. And this time we did it with the method that we just showed you. We, you know, put in the paper towel after wetting it, etc, right? And it did grow. So let me show you what they look like now. So these we grew for 1 week, right? We grew for 1 week, and as you can see, they're very big. They're still very delicate, so like don't try and touch them. Now these three actually, these three are actually only 2 days old, and they're already quite big, right? This one is small, but you know, yeah, this one's small, right? So let me show you how to plant the seeds of the pumpkin. So what you do is, I'm just gonna take the oh yeah, that's right, I forgot. Wait, okay. What you need to do is take this and you just need to poke a hole in the compost. There you go. Ta-da! And then take the seed and just put it into the hole like that, and then you just need to cover it up like that. That should be good. Right. Let's water it. Okay, that should be enough. So that's that. So the compost that we used was this. Right. So you can use the compost as a seedling starter. You don't need to use regular soil. Now, before I forget, you should not overwater the paper towel, right? When you are trying to germinate your seeds, because if you wet your paper towel, then you will get to mold. I said you should damp your paper towel, not soak them into water, right? So you get mold, and no points for guessing whether or not they grow or not. So you can just throw these away. Anyways, I hope you found this video informative. Please subscribe and leave a like. Thank you. Bye.